Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bear's Den. David here. Hopefully everybody is having a great week so far. And in today's fragrance video, I have a few samples over here, as you can tell. So basically none of these samples other than one I'm currently wearing. I wore it to work today. I haven't worn before, and I got some tester strips back here. We're going to go through the fragrance off the first spray, and if I enjoy a lot, I'll spray it on my skin, which the fragrance I have on now is very strong, I will say. It's still pumping off my skin, but you know, I'll try my best to, if I do spray it on the skin, try to spray somewhere I did not spray earlier with the scent I currently have on. And you know, I'll just let you all know my honest opinion off the first rip, off the first impression of these samples over here. And like I said, I did wear one, so it's going to be a glorified first impression here. But I saw my sample box and I was like, man, I really need to try these out and see if they're worth buying or worth wearing. So I figured, I was like, why not just make a video, first impression over samples? And that's what we're doing today. So if you enjoy fragrance content, after you get done watching this video, make sure to check out the rest of my channel. I have a lot of stuff on there, such as lists and reviews. And then also too, if you want to be included in a future Q&A video, which is on the flavor of the month that I do each month, it's a series where I review fragrances. Keep an eye out on the community tab where I post a question and you can leave a response. And I love to hear back from my community and everybody leaving a response there. Appreciate everybody. Now, with all that out of the way, let's hop into today's fragrance video. Alrighty, so first scent up that we're going to be talking about today is the scent I am currently wearing. And this is from the House of Unique Luxury, and it is Marshmallow. Here it is right there. There's a scent. I know you can't really tell from these small bottles, and I got the camera kind of far away, but this is Marshmallow here. And I'm just going to tell you straight up, I cannot wait to get a full bottle of this. I have 2 other fragrances in my collection from this house, and I'm going to get more samples. I do have another sample from this house in the box I was kind of talking about. I'll have to talk about that one in a future video. Today we're focused on Marshmallow. And this one is a true delight to me, I will say. I like my gourmand fragrances, so this is right up my alley. Off the first spray, I was getting kind of a little woody, ambery, sweet, got a little caramel feel to it, and man, very kind of delectable, I will say. Smoky. I was getting some smoky facets to this. And the best way I can describe this fragrance here is it opens up kind of like you're at a bonfire, I guess you could say, but it's more got that kind of caramelized feel than the smoky feel. So you're kind of at that fire and you got the marshmallow in your hand, and then as the fragrance kind of dries down, you're going to get more of the woods burning, you're going to get more of the amber kind of, I mean, you're going to get the amber throughout the whole fragrance, but the sweetness and the caramelized feel to this one is more in that opening. So it's kind of like if you're sitting next to that fire, a bonfire, and you were toasting a marshmallow. That's kind of the best way I can describe this lifespan of the fragrance, just with a little other sweetness in it. And it gets kind of woody in that dry down, but hey, I sprayed this on at 1 o'clock today, and it's about 6 or 7 o'clock, and this is still pretty strong. I feel like we're still in the mid of this fragrance, and that's what I love about the House of Unique Luxury, excuse me. The quality's there, performance is there, longevity's there, but I will say this is a little, this isn't like crazy sweet. It is sweet. Like, okay, you're going to get the caramel, you're going to get the marshmallow, you're going to get, there's praline in this scent too, because I'm looking at the notes here. We got marshmallow, incense, caramel, cashmere wood, musk, praline, vanilla, rose, and it's got milk in it as well, and then lily of the valley. I don't get much of that lily of the valley at all. I get a lot of the praline, the caramel, the incense, the marshmallow, the cashmere wood, and the milk too. I get a little feel of that milk, especially in the opening. I got the milk here, but the best, like I said, the best way I could describe this fragrance is you're at a bonfire, you roast a marshmallow, and then you got some other kind of, like, maybe you got some caramel or something like that. You throw that on the s'more if you're making a s'more, if you're just eating the marshmallow straight up. But as the lifespan of this fragrance goes on, it's going to get more woody, a little bit more musky, but that sweetness is still going to be there. It's just going to be kind of like when that fire dies down, that bonfire. That's the best way I can describe this fragrance. I did get a few compliments today with this, so definitely makes the wearing better, I will say. So starting off this list, Marshmallow here. Definitely can't wait to get the full bottle. Going to put that right there. Now these all are going to be ones that I'm just going to be talking about off first rip here. I won't try to yap about them too much like I did Marshmallow, because that I really enjoy it. But first one is from the House of Xerjoff, and this is 1888, and I will show you all. The juice is very deep. I don't know if you can see that at all, but the juice is very deep in this one here. So let's give it a whiff, give it a spray on the tester here. Hopefully I can spray it. And I got my hand, so this is gonna be a nice time. Man. This is very spicy, I will say, off the first rip here. Got on my hand. Spicy. Got some florals in here as well. It's a floral type of scent. Could smell a little bit of a white floral. It's got a like an amber feel to it as well. Spicy, ambery, floral is the best way I could say. Not really any sweetness in this. Maybe a little woody, I would say. Just a little woods here. This is an okay fragrance, I will say. It's not blowing my mind, but it's not bad. I mean, it's good. And this is from the Cosmomarati line, so it's not, you know, it's not bad. I will say with this one, you gotta like your floral forward fragrances, a little amber in it as well. And spicy, definitely very spicy off the rip. Let's see, since I sprayed on my hand, I'm gonna smell my hand. More floral off my hand. I will say I get more spice off of the tester. More floral here. I'm gonna look at the notes real quick, if I can do that. So yeah, like I mentioned, floral, spicy, woody type of scent here. The notes in here, you got some saffron, coriander, pepper, and then you got some ylang ylang, you got rose neroli, so that's where those flowers are coming from. And you got some yellow, you got some white flowers, saffron up top as well. And then you got amber, sandalwood, birch, and patchouli. I will say out of all those in this, I get a lot of amber, I get a lot of sandalwood, and the birch. This is not a bad fragrance here. If I had to give it a rating right now, I would probably say, probably to my taste, this is probably about a 7.8 out of 10. Maybe a 7.5. I'm not too big of a floral guy. I'm not at all. And this has kind of got a little old school touch to it with those florals, I would say. And this is a unisex scent. I would say a man or a woman could wear this, but so 1888 from the House of Xerjoff, not bad, not bad. But as of now, Marshmallow is still my go-to. Alrighty, next one is from the House of Armand Jane, and this one that we're going to be talking about is Nawab of Oud excuse me, Nawab of Oud excuse me, I can't pronounce this dang word. Intentivo. Hopefully I pronounced that wrong. Sorry I butchered it if I did. But it's from the House of Armand Jane here. Nawab of Oud. So let's spray this one on a tester here. Thank you for bearing with me, everybody, for my pronunciation. Tongue twister. And hopefully I don't spray my hand on this one. I don't want a million of fragrances on my hand. There we go. Sprayed it. And I did get my hand again. So it's just going to be a whole mixture today. We're going to have a whole mixture here. Okay, let's go in for a whiff here. This is interesting. This is very, very different. You do get the oud. You get some oudness. Getting some florals here. It smells like, kind of smells like a chili, like a little spicy, like kind of chili, not from like a chili pepper type thing. That's what I'm getting. I am getting like, this is a very different fragrance, a very grown up, sophisticated, I will say, type of scent here. I'm getting a little spice, getting some oud, getting some like rose, I guess you could say, is the scent that I'm getting. And let me look at the notes real quick on this one. This one's got this one's got a lot of notes. It's got rose, pimento, so I was right, that's the spice I was smelling, the pimento, the argyle, or the oud. And then you got orange oil, cardamom, ambergris, bergamot, cinnamon, magnolia, green notes, adahide, orchid, labdanum, musk, vetiver. There are a few other ones in this, but yeah, like I mentioned, you floral. It makes sense now. Floral, got a little spice with it from the pimento, and then you got the rose. I do get a lot of rose. I do get a lot of oud here. I don't get very much of the citruses like the orange oil, the bergamots. I do get a little cinnamon as well, cinnamon feel with this, so that makes sense. I'd probably rate this the same as the Xerjoff here. I'd probably prefer to wear this one a little bit more. This one is just more, in my opinion, kind of more of a less floral edge, so I would definitely lean towards this one. And the floral that they use, and I'm getting the most, is the rose. Compared to this, I was getting more of that kind of yellow floral, white floral, which I'm not against florals at all, but they got to be something very special for me to be like wowed by it. Because I would say out of all the fragrances I wear, I don't really mess with florals much. But this is very different than what's currently out for the designer market, that's for sure. So this one's about a 7.8 for me out of 10. I don't really like putting those type of labels on fragrances, but overall this is, it's decent. You know, very sophisticated, grown up type of scent here. Alrighty, next one that we have is Lardonero, Leonardo de Nero, I guess you could pronounce, Nero is how you pronounce it. It's from the house of Terenzi, so basically Tiziana Terenzi. This is the house that this one's from. I apologize, everybody. I know I hate it when people butcher stuff. I am butchering these names like crazy, so I greatly apologize ahead of time. But let's hop into this fragrance here, and let's see what it smells like. Alrighty. Can't get the spray. What's going on here? Okay, got the spray. Let's see what we're cooking with on this one. This one's, ooh. This one again is it's not sweet at all. This one's not sweet. I do get some tobacco. I'm getting some type of, I think it's rum. Rum or cognac, I'm getting that in this. It's got a little woody feel to it, I will say. Very dark, very rich, very deep. This is my jam here. I'm really enjoying this one. As of now, this is the second best because I'm counting Marshmallow. This is the second best right now. Really getting some tobacco, getting some woods, getting amber in this as well. And then it's got like a little boozy feel to it. Man, this is good stuff from the house for sure, Terenzi. But let me look at the notes on this one here. Oh geez, this does have a lot of notes. So it's cognac, that's what I was smelling. Tobacco, amber, wormwood, rosemary, and you got ash, you got some honey, you got some cedar, sandalwood, rosemary, iris, red rose, and then you got the base incense, oak, vanilla, cashmere, musk, and you got some musk and vetiver. And yeah, a lot going on with this fragrance. And from that note breakdown, it's probably going to change a lot. I mean, probably a lot of these are going to change a lot, other than the 1888, in my opinion. There wasn't too many notes, but the last two I've smelled, they're probably going to change up a lot here. But as of now, this is probably an 8 out of 10. I will say 8 out of 10. And as you can tell, I'm glad I got samples of these. Just didn't buy full bottles, blind buy it, because, you know, I do enjoy these. But as of now, this is the one that I would say, other than Marshall Morrow, I would say I'll possibly consider getting a bottle, but I'm not in a rush to run out and get it, if that makes sense. All right, last but not least, this is one I've heard very mixed opinions about, and I really like the OG fragrance of this, and it is Ganymede from Marc Antone Barrios. It's Ganymede extract here, so there it is. I'm gonna test it out, see what I think. I heard this does not smell like Ganymede at all, so we will be interested. I'll be interested to kind of feel this one out here, and hopefully I don't spray my hand. I just hope I don't, because I already have like 3 fragrances on right now. There we go. Good. Ladies here. Okay, this is strong off the rip. I'm smelling it in the air right now. So yeah, I am getting that minerality from Ganymede a little bit in this. A little herbal as well. A little woody, I will say, a little woody. And I am getting like a hint of like some type of, I will say it's like sweetness a little bit, maybe a little sweetness in there. But very herbal. I'm getting the mineral quality from the OG Ganymede here. But it's kind of like on the outskirts, kind of on the outlier type of thing. This is woody as well. Let's look at the notes of this. Okay, so this has got incense, myrrh, mandarin orange, and it's got immortelle in the mid, and then it's got akigala wood, and then it's got a floral in there that I do not want to pronounce. I've already butchered enough on this video. But I'm really getting the akigala wood. I'm getting immortelle as well, and I think I was getting that little pinch of sweetness was the mandarin orange a little bit. It's a little pinch, just a little bit. It's kind of a fresher, but it is a little sweet. It just a little bit. I am getting a lot of incense. I am getting a lot of that, you know, I heard people weren't getting some of the original Ganymede from this, but I am getting original Ganymede. Herbal, like I mentioned, woody. A little sweetness from that orange to my nose. And I am getting a little floral feel to it now with the immortelle. It's a floral. But now since I read the notes, it does make sense. I do prefer the original of this, but I do like the akigala wood. And smoky, of course. I do get the incense in here now. It's coming out as well on the paper. And smoky, so, you know, of course. And balsamic got a little oud feel to it. Overall, this is not bad as well. Not great. I will say 8.0 out of 10 for me. So, off the rip, 8.0 out of 10. And I'd probably put it with the Terenzi fragrance on like my scale. Be like, I wouldn't be in a rush to get this. But, because I have the OG. Because, you know, I will say it's not a bad fragrance, but it's not the best in the world. It's not a world beater. All these fragrances I tried today weren't very sweet at all, other than Marshall Morrow, which I really enjoyed. So if I had to rate them, basically Marshall Morrow, and then probably this one, and then the Terenzi fragrance. I just don't want to butcher the name again, so I don't want to say it. So those would be my top 3 overall. But yeah, that's basically it. I got all my samples. I have to do this again. with all the rest of the samples I got, the ones I haven't worn so far. I enjoy my time with this, trying out all these new scents, smelling them. I don't enjoy having all these scents mixed on my hand because it smells like it smells crazy. And then I got my Marshall Morrow over here, so all over the place with the scents, of course. Let me know in the comments down below if you've tried any of these niche fragrances. I'll be very interested to hear your opinion, what you think about them. And overall, let me know what your latest sample is. What are you currently sampling? What are you currently wearing, to see if you want a full bottle or not. Very interested to hear about that. But thank you everybody for joining me in this video, sticking this long throughout the video with me. And I will see you all in the next video.